Hello again, Greg Braille from Sanoa here with Brian Bognulo. We're talking about all kinds of aspects of security and cloud security, and something that is actually related to security, although people don't always think of it at first, is scalability. How do you ensure that you can handle the levels of traffic you're going to see? How do you figure out what you're going to do when you're handling much more traffic than you expect? That's got a huge impact on everything you do, and can have a huge impact on security, because any kind of security attack is obviously going to strain your system resources.
Right. Yeah, so this is a business resiliency matter.
Yes.
So anyone interested in keeping the business operational, no matter what's going on in the world, be it a botnet attack or overusage of your cloud provider's resources, you need to be able to keep your business up and online and functioning.
Right.
Now, a lot of people talk about security and privacy, and they limit the conversation to confidentiality of the data and integrity of the data, but availability is the third aspect in this CIA triangle that we have to talk about. And so the concept here of using cloud resources to power the edge of the cloud where your web services are running is an attractive concept, because let's take the example of a botnet attack that's going after your company's #1 web service that's on whichever cloud provider you're using, or cloud providers. Perhaps you'd want to you could do it two ways. You could scale locally where the attack is occurring, or you could even redirect the traffic to a different cloud provider altogether where the attack isn't happening. So being able to scale geographically is an interesting concept.
Or perhaps an attack comes in on your internal network and you end up redirecting either an attack or just an unusual burst of traffic.
Right.
You know, Michael Jackson just died and your RSS feeds are getting swamped.
That's right, yeah, because the links are saturated, that's right. But so this concept of a physical security appliance is now being applied to cloud security appliances.
Yes.
And you now have the ability, using technologies like RightScale underneath Sanoa ServiceNet, to add more policy enforcement points. And that's extremely attractive when an attack is going down, to be able to grow the size of your cloud DMZ in real time, in reaction to the event that's occurring. That's an attractive concept.
Right, so some of the things we talk about, security policy enforcement, but also traffic management like rate limiting. And even caching can help, I would suspect.
Yeah, caching can help, rate limiting can help. I think the real big win, though, for protection against an attack and to keep the system online is cloud-powered security. That you take the concept of cloud and you apply it to your policy enforcement points that are keeping the bad guys out, letting the good guys in.
And you put those in the cloud.
And you put them on the edge of the cloud, in front of the actual resources that are running the business logic. And you, guess what? You take those off of the internet, so they can't even be you can't even ping them.
Right.
And so that's really the vision, is that the cloud now has two tiers. There's this concept of an inner cloud and an edge cloud.
Yep.
Not to mention the enterprise cloud that you'll eventually plug into and integrate with. And so what we're talking about right now is growing the edge cloud when the edge is under attack in real time. And then when the attack is over, you turn off those resources, you shut down those policy enforcement points, and you no longer pay for them, as opposed to over-provisioning a bunch of hardware appliances just in case there's a big attack.
And with that, I think we'll take a break.